Hey everybody! Yeah. Sticky. Hot. Sweaty. I put to my girls, it's because eating. Woo! Long person. Okay, what we can talk about, remember before we talk about all these, you need to vet the person to make sure that person's for real. You have to also learn how to, watch how they talk. If I tell you that, they're gonna know. So I'm sorry, I can't tell you how. But do check photos. If any of them have on their profile the blue ribbon check, whoever, how it's shaped, verify, photo verify. Nowadays, more and more asking you look straight, die. It's ridiculous. They need to be stopped. But it helps crack down on scammers, criminals. It's like you got to go through the airport security before you can fly. If you refuse, you can't fly. Same thing. I know, stupid, but it's the way of life is. I like the way it used to be 25 years ago. So easy to meet somebody. But all the ladies that I met in person, no. They're all local, very easy, right down the street from my mom's boyfriend. When I was at my mom's boyfriend, talking with her. Oh, you're right down the road. So we met. It was easy back then, not anymore. So you have to understand that today it's a whole different world. People prefer to find somebody further away. I am not happy with that. I like it local. Now I do want it local like the way it happened 25 years ago. Not gonna work. I tried the last 3 years. There's no local. My brother's married to a woman 4 hours away from here. My niece, she met a guy, married a guy the year 2020, the year of the COVID. He's from Virginia. That's what, 12 hours? Something like that. So, you can't find anybody locally anymore. Those days are over. I'm sorry, singles. It's why many more options to meet in person now. This is like going to singles event. However, the problem with that, I've told you before last year, and I've watched on YouTube from the single ladies that were complaining about, and even this so-called expert, he has all the videos of all the women who have complained right on. He used the clips right on his show, on his YouTube. They could name it Dart. But anyway, I've listened really thoroughly everything. The problem with those events, there's a lot of women. Where are the men? It's big different than the days I remember back in the 80s, in the 90s. There were a lot of men. Where are the women? Now the tables turn. It's a lot of women. Where's the men? There's no men, literally. None. I'll tell you one. It's the greeting me. No, it's not that. It's this one I'm thinking of. Speed dating. And all the ladies sit down. She camped the whole thing and she talked with a lady friend of hers. The two ladies. All the ladies had to sit together because there's no mat. Because they pay money to go that event. It's called speed dating. You know, you have to say something in 3-minute elevator pitch. Then you go on to the next one. Next. I went to one. The problem with that one, I went, it's 1999, I believe. I told my friend I'm going to come. You never know, I can meet somebody. He said, please do. So I went. Because I was younger. Maybe I could find somebody younger. Because that's the first time she ever had speed dating. She always had her single dance. That's up in Chïristian, New York. No longer, she's living in Florida now, retired. What happened was that day, when it lined up, I see all the same people from the dance. Why all those older ladies, please? No. And I see one new young lady. She told me she's 25. Ooh. Yeah. You know, all the other, 50, 60, I was turning 40 at the time. Though there was only one that young. But before it was over, she left. It was overwhelming to her. Every single man wanted her. And noticed on the cars that they wanted her. And when it was over, she said, okay, that's it. We have to stop. It's not working out. She said that because everybody wanted that lady. And then I came up afterwards. What's going on? And she told me all about what's going on. Because every guy wanted her. And I said, well, yeah, me too. She's new, fresh, meaning brand new to us. I know all the other tiers of the dance, older women. I'm one of the youngest ones. She understands. Yeah, I know. She was saying that. See, that's the problem. Nowadays, there's a lot of women, like the one that she was looking at. All women, where's the man? Not. All right, go on to the next one. It's outdoors. All women at this single event. Only one guy, a little tall, skinny guy. He reminds me of the guy I went to high school with. The one who wanted. He had a crush on this girl for 6 years. That's the one I gave him a good advice. And they did. Date and marry 6 years later. Well, he reminds me of him. Tall, dirty blonde hair, short, skinny. It's just like him. No women were talking with him. Not. If I were there, it would be the same thing. Because I'm too short. I'm 5 feet, 2.5. A lot of the women are so picky, they want taller guys. Please, stop. Grow up. Just grow up. Stop. Look in the heart. Not the height. Not the hair. A lot of the ladies did judge since 18 that I am too old for them. And older women wanted me. They still do to this day. I have proof. Did I see them on dating sites or app? Older. So I have to work harder to focus on the younger. The more likely I will find are Filipinas. over in the Philippines, the more likely would. But unfortunately, it's the way life is, and my family don't understand that. Oh, they all want to come here. True, some of them are, but not every single one of them. My friend sent me a Facebook message about a married Filipina woman living in the U.S. on behalf of all the Filipinos over there. And there's so much negativity. They are not all like that. Not. There are really good ones over there. They really want to marry and have family. Yet, it's true. I know they want reputation wounds all. Yep. Like one rotten apple and the whole field of apples, one rotten rat off. Throw it out. You gotta stop thinking that method's mental. You have to accept. If the man loves a woman overseas, accept him to love the woman overseas. If you don't, you lose that man. Son, brother, you will lose that. And I'll tell you the truth. They lost me because I wanted to marry a Filipina. Not only that, it's a different reason. Whole different reason. That's the real reason. I cannot tell you. It's different, but the point is made. The same. So if I'm going to marry a Filipina, I'm going to marry a Filipina. No matter if she's from here or over there. You need to stop. Think. You need to stop. It's the way the world is today. God allowed this to happen. Because you see, if you keep married the same like the Amish, they don't want outsiders. They call us English. They don't want that. They only want the German-speaking Amish. Maybe Mennonites, but just themselves. And the problem with that, they keep marrying off each other. They have health problems. Because the DNA causes their children deformity, disability, health problem. Because they won't marry the outside to anybody else. God now allows us to marry everybody everywhere. If you marry just everybody in town, everybody married just in one town, you're going to have health problems. You're going to have deformity. No, that's why God allows us to marry the different colors of skin. Before it was forbidden, but it was allowed. Even way back in biblical time, Moses married a woman who's not a Jewish. And there was Abraham with Hagar, I think. Ishmael. That was the father of not Islam. Arab. Arab, different than a Muslim. Totally different. The Arab. So you see, you need to go mixed now. Because if you stay with one core area, it's not going to work. You're going to have a health problem. Now we're allowed to marry everybody outside, but only main thing God allow. If you're born again Christian, marry a Christian. Period. Not anybody else. Christian does not mean Caucasian with Caucasian. Nope. It can be black, African, or it could be India, could be a Filipina, could be Chinese, could be Russian, could be Latina, could be a mix, anybody. Today you'll see all that. We have 100 different skin colors. Matter of fact. White is an albino. White is this white shirt. White paper. All the way pitch dark. Almost exactly this black. Yep. There's some people out there. So you can see big difference and it comes in between. Need to do that. Like I said, now go back to the subject about a lot of them now looking for somebody in person. But the problem is that it's the mentality of the women in the United States. Only one, tall, dark, handsome, rich. I'm adding the word rich now. They all want that. Because they don't want to work. It's disgusting. Ladies, if you're a lady and you want a man with the money, you're going to lose out. It's going to be very hard to find a man. Because a man nowadays will see that right through you. Unless he's like a dog, will give you all the money he can give you. Guys, stop being a dog. Be strong. Because the women are leashed. It's hard to get them off. Because they want stuck. The real leash is stuck blood. You know that? That's how they feed off. Well, it's the same thing. They feed off your pocket. They put their hands in your pocket. Take all your money. You don't want to do that. If you're so rich, brothers, you gotta protect your money. My advice, you need to put into trust, and you need someone else in your family, like your parents, if they're still alive. They're the ones that will take care of your money, to protect your money while you're married to someone. And because when you're divorced, she cannot get a dime. Not deal. That's a fact. It did happen with that one sports player. And the woman said, got a lot of money this way. And then, things not going to work out. Let's divorce. She wanted to get this money. She said right on YouTube, she cried. She never got it because the guy got smart. He handed over all of his estate, all of his money to his mother to watch the money. It's in her name, not his name. He had $0, all the money in her name. Because he trusted mother. Mother leave it alone, only when he asked for it. Sure, go ahead. But when that divorce happened, his ex could never get a dime. $0. The court said it's permissible. It's allowed to that you can have your money into someone's name, that you're being protected, that she will not give a dime. The court said it's okay. So that the husband doesn't have to worry about no alimony, child support, or anything. Nothing. It's in her name. It's the law. Perfectly legal. You know that? So if you want money, go to work. Go to work. I just met a Filipina who's deaf. I don't talk too much, but I like the way she thinks and all that. Wow, it really impressed me. Now that's a real woman. Just like my act. Because she worked for a law firm and she has her own company. She never asked me for a dime. Never did. Never. This one will never either. Because she said she wanted to come to America. She's working on visa and get a job here. But ladies, follow her example. I'm going after her heart if she's the one. But then again, she's Filipina. Hey family, stay out of it. Only you can support. That's it. But don't say negative. I know you say negative. Don't say that. I said a lot, so let's take a break for now. I'll talk more about all these stuff. What you can do now, because they're all going back to in person, not online. And people want to find somebody that's far away. Alright. So thank you for watching. God bless. Whoa! Yeah. Ciao.